as they say, cometh the hour, cometh the upgrade. I don't know whether they actually say that or not. I've never received so many boxes together, so I figured I'd make an unboxing video and show you guys what all I've chosen to use on my next ride, which I haven't yet told you anything about intentionally. I'm gonna open these up and show you what's inside. These are the Viaterra Lay saddlebags. They're meant for bikes with straight exhausts, the Enfields, so perfect for my Thunderbird. Viaterra makes some really good stuff. If you've noticed, I've been using a lot of their gear over the last 1 year. I've been using the claw, the pod extenders that they have. I've been using some of their internal packing solutions. These are what they call the 100% waterproof saddlebags. This comes with a outer dust cover, rain cover. I think it'll be here somewhere. Yeah, this is what saddlebags used to come with earlier, the only waterproofing, but that's changed a lot over the last couple of years. So this is essentially a dust cover and an additional waterproofing cover to put on from the outside, but the inside is now roll top. You unclip and the entire internal compartment is waterproof from the inside as well, which means I no longer need the tarpaulin. This is for stiffening this, I assume. Yeah, I like the quality of all Viaterra stuff, and hopefully this is gonna look really nice when it goes onto the bike. BigBadBikes.com. If you haven't heard of Big Bad Bikes, it's a website. They sell all kinds of motorcycle gear, imported brands. So they sell Enduristan, SW Motec, Climb, and a lot of these cool European and fancy brands. I've waited for this for so long. I've wanted this bag forever. This is the Enduristan Tailbag. It's called the Tornado. They come in different sizes. I think you get a small, medium, large, maybe an extra large. Yeah, this is the 50 liter. So I think it starts at about 20 liters, 32 liters, 51 liters, and then 82 liters. That's massive. That's probably the only bag you'll ever need. But this is the 50 liter. And again, fully waterproof. Enduristan's a European brand, and they're super famous for making some amazing motorcycle luggage. This is essentially a large sack. A really large sack. Nice bright red inside so that you can find stuff easily. Now, some of you may have already seen tail bags that are made out of welded PVC that are waterproof. Those are good, but these are supposed to be better because of the special material used for their construction. It's a 3-layer construction. The outer layer is this abrasion resistant, nice tough material, so it'll hopefully not get pierced easily, and the bag can be tossed around quite a bit, take a beating. It's got a middle layer and an inner waterproof layer. So once you've packed up your bag, you just need to roll it up and clip it on, and it's waterproof. That's it. The other reason I really wanted the Tornado is because it secures using what I just dropped, which are these things. These are the rock straps. These are the specific Enduristan rock straps. They come with the bag, but if you buy them separately, I think they cost about $1,600 on BigBadBikes.com. I started using rock strap sometime last year. I used to swear by the 25 rupee bungee earlier, and I mean, it still is a good place to start if you can't buy something more expensive, because these are expensive. But once I started using rock straps, they're just brilliant. They hold a piece of luggage in place as long as you put them on properly. No matter what kind of terrain, your bag just doesn't move. Rock straps are incredible. Essentially, once your bag is packed up, you put it onto the bike, you just have to jam on 2 clips and you should be good to go. So hopefully this shouldn't take too long to get on and off the bike. So that's been a part of the process of choosing the luggage that I want for this ride, where I wanted to get into systems that are slightly easier to get on and off the bike, because loading and unloading luggage is the most frustrating part. of any trip. So the Tornado is here, and this one's a sweet piece of gear. It's also a really expensive piece of gear. That thing costs about 8,000 bucks, by the way, the Tornado, which I think is actually not that much. I was surprised when I saw its price because I expected it to be a lot more expensive. Some of the welded PVC regular options that you get are almost 5,000 something, Indian brands also. So to actually get something from Enduristan imported in India at 7,000 bucks onwards, I think that's really good value for money. If you ride often, this is something that you should definitely look at. This, on the other hand, is a bit expensive. This is the Enduristan Sandstorm 3E tank bag. This is a fully waterproof tank bag. Now, why that is something that I like is because, you know, most of the tank bags that we use, we just waterproof them by putting a cover over the tank bag. And when you do that, the top part of the tank bag and the sides, all of that gets a lot of protection. But I've noticed that because the bottom is not waterproof, with a lot of those tank bags, over a period of time, as the water is running through underneath between your tank and the tank bag, that sort of dampness and moisture gets into the stuff inside the tank bag. Now, of course, you can put a layer of plastic inside and prevent that. But this thing is just super cool. If you see here, it says waterproof. Straight out the box, it has this lovely zip, waterproof zip. And that same red continues inside. The nice thing about Enduristan bags is everything is velcroed on, so you can sort of figure out how you want to use the space. It's got a few things over here and 2 side compartments. It's expandable. I think this is a 13 to 20 liters or something like that. That's the size of this particular tank bag. You know, stuff is designed by guys who ride bikes. When you start seeing things like this, stuff gets innovative, stuff gets cool. One of my favorite things, which a lot of you might not care about, is this Velcro thing, beautifully stuck in. But this massive pouch is for like navigation stuff. So it actually comes ready to use an old school map if you want to. You can always put smaller things in, but I love old school maps. I like using things like that, taking directions from people and writing it down, putting it in, rather than using Google Maps. So I'm particularly like pumped about this. I feel like it's a very classic addition to a modern piece of luggage. Okay, Rynox Baba. Everybody seems to be using Rynox these days. So I thought, let me try it out. And this is, yeah, these are the riding pants. These are the Advento riding pants from Rynox. These are pretty cool. I think these are sort of like the mid-level riding pants. They have the AirTex, which are the lower ones, fully mesh. And then there's the Advento, which also has mesh openings. And then there's the Stealth. It also has Rynox knee slap technology, the adjustable knee armor thing, which I've never tried before. So I'm looking forward to trying that out and seeing how it works. For the jacket, I'm using the Rynox Stealth Evo V3. This one. I used this when I was riding the Dominar to Kotagiri a couple of weeks ago, so which is why it's already out of the box. And it was quite nice, even though it was summer and all of that. It has a lot of venting, but the real test is when you do a nice long tour in it. So this is coming along with me. I realize I'm not talking about the ride itself, but that's because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and somehow or the other it's just been getting pushed. And I don't know whether I believe in jinxes or not, but I find that the more I talk about something, the less likely it is for it to actually happen. So I'm doing all the prep. I'm putting a lot of effort into making it happen right now, but I will talk to you guys about it once it's like go time. We're not yet done. One last thing. My boots needed to be replaced. I went with these. These are the Royal Enfield short length boots. They're supposed to be waterproof and ideal for rugged terrain. I chose these boots, one, because look at that sole, man. It looks like a trekking shoe. And it's also got a nice big toe box. So hopefully these should be like really comfortable to not just ride in, but also to walk around in. The other factor is the height of the cuff. On a bike like the Thunderbird, you can't really wear tall adventure riding boots because your foot pegs are front set and it doesn't really give you much flexibility to change gears and manage the brakes when your feet are there and you're wearing tall boots. So I needed something that was sort of short, which is why I was using the Falcos earlier. And I did some amount of research and there were very few options in this price range. These cost about 6,500 rupees. There were very few options of boots like these that were also waterproof in that price range. And so I figured that these are kind of affordable and they look really good, they feel great. And once I try them out, I'll know how waterproof they are and how they perform and all of it. But I think that these are likely to be well suited for my kind of use, and hence I bought these. Who knew unboxing could be such a long process? But I've never really got so many packages with so much cool stuff before, so I just wanted to make a video and show you guys what all is here, why I've chosen the gear that I've chosen, and sort of just walk you through that a little bit. Obviously no reviews for now because all of it is here just now, but if you want reviews, then please comment below and tell me that you do. And if there is like a significant surge of comments saying that we should do reviews, eventually after all the writing is done, I'll put in the time, effort and energy to get down to that. And oh yeah, one last thing before we go. Now that I've got this new gear, there are a few pieces of gear that I'm ready to part with, and I would love to give that gear to someone who's going to use it well, because even though this gear has been used, it's not the end of its life. It's still completely usable. It may not perform like new gear, but rather than sitting around in storage somewhere, it would be great if someone is actually using it to go out and do something amazing. When I started riding, I couldn't afford every piece of gear. I bought myself a helmet, a jacket and a few other things, and then I took some gear from people who were no longer using their gear, who were kind enough to give them to me, and that's what made it possible for me to get out and do what I was doing safely and get good luggage and do things like that. Now I have no clue how to go about that process through YouTube, so come find me on Instagram. I'm at Toll-Free Traveler on Instagram if you don't already follow me, and I'll try and figure out how to get up a small list of the gear that I can give away, what the sizes are, which bike it works for, small information like that. It'll all be in Chennai, so there's logistics and also to figure out how to choose who to give it to. I don't really know how to do that, but we'll figure something out. Come find me on Instagram. See you soon.